Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG you might know as a leaf blower or a leFH, we know as Fifi La Pew Pew. This one's on the north spawn of Steps, and it's under the command of, well, I don't think even I can pronounce that name, but we call him Saurius. I think because it says K-Saurius, or something like that. K-Saurius, okay? We'll call him that. Okay, he's got a 105mm light field howitzer mounted on top of a Char B1, which the Germans called the Char B2, because they renamed any tank that they captured, and normally they just up the digits and called it the Panzer B2, but it actually has a much longer name. Now, it is basically a Char B1 with a German howitzer mounted on top of it. Now he's firing at a blind spot there. He can't see the enemy tank, but he knows that the chap he's just seen on the mini-map, so he's decided to fire around at that spot just in case he's still there. Okay, an enemy tank has turned up on the other side, on the east side of the map, and it's now a Striv M42, but, well, he's now spotted a Matilda, and he's disappeared. So he's not having much luck. These enemy tanks keep getting spotted and then disappearing. And the Matilda wasn't there when he fired. Okay, going back to the other side of the battlefield. Some more enemy tanks have turned up. And now we've got a T-34 1941. That's the T-34 that was given out, I think, on one of the whole lot. Or thereabouts. It's basically a T-34 but with the 76mm gun, so you don't get any choice of gun in that one. Because it's a premium vehicle, the gun can't be altered. So you only get the 76mm specs. He was firing for a moment at the Shure M42. The T-34 1941 moves out the way to avoid being hit, and well, the tree's gone down, which indicates that somebody pushed it down, possibly to spot. So he fired a round in there just in case somebody was hiding behind the tree, and unfortunately it wasn't the case. No, that one didn't work either. So not much luck so far. No damage recorded whatsoever, but that's not going to remain the same. I know that because I've actually seen this replay. Unlike some of the other ones where I just do it naturally, that was a direct hit. Normally on replays I would actually watch it for the first time as I record it. So I have no clue what's going to happen next, but I do have a clue what's going to happen in this replay because I have seen it. It's actually appeared on one of my other channels. Or I should say my only other channel, so that might give some of you a clue if you know about my other channel, The General. You might give you a clue as to the outcome of this battle. Okay, P2640 shells zips over the top of him, lands behind him without harming him. 410 alpha this gun will do. Boom! And if it penetrates, and that one did, it wipes out the enemy vehicle completely. He's looking around for a new target. No luck on this side of the map, and well, not much luck on the east side either, because the enemy keeps disappearing, mainly because his teammates aren't spotting them. They're down by one tank at the moment, and he's only got the one kill, that P2640. Oh, a Panzer Selbstfahrerfährte 1C has come into sight. That's the tank destroyer that was given out on the holiday ops. Fully dialed in, and that's a kill shot. Right on the money. Very thin armour on that tank destroyer. So, because it was basically a Panzer I which had been modified, so it definitely did not have the ability to stand up to shots which were direct hits. Now he's trying to get the Covenanter there, who's hiding behind that ridgeline, but he may have moved away now. In the meantime, we're looking at an Su-85B over the other side of the map, and a T-80. Now the T-80 is a Soviet light tank. Dialing in, let it settle before you shoot. Rounds out. Direct hit and a wipeout, so that's his third kill. And now he's going for the Chappie. Unfortunately, the Chappie's firing at the M5 Stewart. The first shot misses, but the Chappie backs away, and we lose our teammate. He lines up the shot, just misses the Chappie because he didn't give enough lead. And now he's lost sight of the enemy. Oh, there's the Chappie again, coming to sight. We do still have some teammates spotting. Oh, and the Chappie goes down as well. Now we've got that SU-85. Now he's got to stop to dial in his aim. And he's now out the game as well. That was a penetrating shot for 343. Since 410 alpha, 53 millimeters of penetration, and 8.92 is the normal reload time. But we can see here that the reload time for Caesarius is actually 7.85 seconds. Okay, he knows that some enemy in this area because the tree just fell. In fact, he's now having to move forward because he's just too far away. The thing about the PP is that it can't fire over the entire range of the map unless it's close to the center of the map. Then it can fire over the entire range. It has got a shorter range than most, and that's down to the fact that it is a 105mm howitzer. This Arty also does have very good view range, 390 meters, and that's, I think that's mainly down to the fact that it's high up on top of the vehicle. SU-85, direct hit, wipes him out. That's another pen, and that's his top gun. Very lucky that that guy stayed still long enough and was side on to us so that he got an accurate shot directly into the target. Okay, the enemy Fifi's coming to sight. Oh, we anticipated he would keep moving, and we just saw another tracer coming out from nearby, so there might be the other enemy Arty around. Just misses the Fifi as he pulls away. Well, he's gone stationary. Rounds out. This should hit. And it does. And it's a kill. And it's another pen. Now, there definitely was another enemy tank around there, but instead he's going for this cover. He's actually a fast mover. He's trying to line up a shot. Fires around him. I think our teammate's going to get this guy. Yeah, he rammed him. And now we're going for Matilda. Rounds out. We lost our teammate in the M7 because the Matilda was able to nail him. But the Matilda's been tracked. Another tracking shot. That one landed right next door to him. 2-meter burst radius. And that's a kill shot with a heat round. And that's his Radleys. He's now got 8 kills. There's only 2 enemies left. The heavy tank, which is a KV-1, and the Arty, which is a gorilla. Now, where are they? I think oh, there's the gorilla. Now, we saw his tracer a short while ago. Rounds out. Oh, and that's a penetrating shot with a heat round. He's only got heat left now, so he has to use the premium rounds every time he fires. But he's easily getting penned now with that those shells. Okay, well, he lost sight of the KV-1. And I have the feeling that he doesn't want to fire unless he can see the target, because these heat rounds are expensive. He has potentially got a high caliber because he's got 20% of the enemy hit pool. I know that because one of the mods that I carry on my computer is a mod which you can see at the top of the screen, right next door to the scores. There's a little symbol for the high caliber with a tick next to it, and that means you've hit 20% of the enemy hit pool. Rounds out. Just misses the KV-1. Makes a rather expensive hole in the ground. These shells are about 4,000 credits each. And again, he misses. Gotta let it settle before you shoot. Rounds up. This should hit. Oh, and it's a kill shot. And that's the Pools medal and the end of the game. We don't often see Pools medal for Arty, but I have done them a few times, or seen them done a few times for this particular Arty, the 105 leFH18B2. The leFH has achieved Paul's medals before. In fact, they've achieved Kolobanov's medals before and wiped out all the enemy tanks one by one. He got an ace tanker in this one, as well as a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle, a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, in fact he got 22. He also got a Paul's medal for killing 10 enemy vehicles, 2/3 of the enemy team, a counter battery for taking out both enemy Arty, in this case it was a Gorilla and an enemy Fifi, and he also got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. And this battle took place in February of this year. Yes, it's taken me a little while to get around to doing this one, but it's well worth it in the long run. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in the game was 2,754 hit points. The closest player to him was that Covenanter, who managed 1,638 hit points, and he got rammed to death by the M7 before Ksaurus could actually get around into him. The third highest damage in the game was the SU-85B, and he was taken out with just one shot, an accurate shot at that, which wiped him out by Ksaurus. When it came to kills, yes, he had the highest number of those. He had 10 kills in the game. 2 kills went to the Covenanter, the KV-1, the Matilda, and the SU-85B. Nobody else on his team managed to get more than 1 kill, which is surprising. And you've got to look at it and say, wow, only 1/5 of the number of kills that he made was by the enemy team as well. So nowhere near as good as him. Let's have a look at base XP. 1,262. It's the only player to get over 1,000. The next highest scorer was actually the Gorilla on his own team, managed 531, followed by the Covenanter on the enemy team with 530, which showed that his own team was not really up to it. The enemy team were actually quite good by comparison, or at least that Covenanter was. And let's have a look at detail. 35 shots fired, so he had plenty of ammo left over at the end of the game. In fact, he had 15 rounds left over. Unfortunately, all of them were heat, because he actually selected half and half. He was having half his ammunition as HE and half of it as, well, nearly half of it as heat rounds. He got 12 direct hits on the enemy, but just look at that, 9 penetrations. A lot of those penetrating shots were standard HE rounds, which is surprising. He also got 10 splash, damage of 2,754 hit points, and all of it was done at more than 300 meters. He damaged 12 of the enemy, killed 10, so there was only 3 tanks that he didn't touch in the entire game. 36,918 credits for the battle, and after ammunition respawn, this is where it hurts because there was a lot of premium ammo used. He actually only ended up with 31,537 credits profit. Well, you'll say, well, that's only a small drop, but there must have been some other benefit or bonus that he got in there, which is not marked or not mentioned by what replays. 1,262 XP, 757 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 2,650 experience points altogether. So a very, very good score by Ksaurus. I hope that's how you pronounce it. If not, you'll have to correct me sometime. But that was an impressive round. It's not the sort of replay that would actually get featured by someone like Quickie Baby or any of the other presenters, simply because they just don't like covering Arty. We do like covering Arty, especially when it's played well like this. Towards the start of the game, you were having difficulty getting your eye in. But towards the end, you're actually dialing in on the target and getting it right. And of course, we love seeing a player who knows how to do it and does it right and gets it right. And it paid off, because look at this, a Paul's medal in an Arty. Very well done. Ace tanker and a Gauze medal as well. Yes, you really excelled in this game. So do let us know if you your contact details, so we can actually invite you to join What Arty Noobs on our Facebook page, and we will leave a note so that you can actually see us on your video, both with a commentary and without, on YouTube. So yes, you've managed to achieve a rare feat of appearing on 2 different channels. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.